achieve unparalleled greatness, one must transcend time. One's abilities and accomplishments must be measured against those who came before. To be great, one must improve upon existing excellence, and at the same time lead your team to ultimate success. To be the best ever, one must create a standard by which all others are judged.
You are simply the standard by which basketball excellence is measured.
I would probably call him the ultimate weapon on a basketball court. Offensively, defensively, inspirationally.
He just stands apart from every player I've ever seen.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met.
When you look at all other great players, it almost always seems that there's a flaw in his game. I don't think there's any flaw in this guy's game. He's the best defensive player in the league, in my opinion. He's the best competitor in the league, in my opinion. He's by far the best offensive player, in my opinion. He's the best clutch player in the game. He's got the whole package, and his skill level, on top of that enormous physical package, really sets him apart from the other players.
If there was one area of weakness people thought was a weakness with Michael Jordan was his outside shooting. And Michael even went one step beyond. He even improved his three-point shooting, and now he's pretty proficient shooting from the three-point line. It's just impossible to defend him.
The only thing I can see that's a weakness to Michael Jordan is the fact that if he shows up and he just don't want to play and then only score 30 instead of 50.
Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met.
He's literally the Mona Lisa of basketball. He has no imperfections.
Baryshnikov of basketball would be a simple term.
I would describe him as Connie Hawkins with wings.
Superman.
An aerodynamic superhero who can't be defined, diagrammed, described, or defended. An outlaw of gravity, a compulsive competitor, a man whose cup is never filled, who always craves more. A man who, quite simply, has conquered the sport.
I thought I was the most competitive person that I ever knew until I met Michael. We went at it in Barcelona, at each other. We thought we could beat each other at everything, and we tried to. Free throw, jump shot, three-point, cards, checkers, anything. We wanted to beat each other so bad.
And I've seen that on the golf course. I've played with him a number of times, and it doesn't matter what kind of a game he's competing in. He's got a game within a game, and the competitiveness is, in reality, probably what drives him to be what he is.
What if my face wasn't on TV every other second? What if there wasn't a crowd around every corner? What if I was just a basketball player? Can you imagine it? I can.
There's such an enormous burden on you when you're good. It never seems to bother him. But also, what happens when you're that good, other players who are all-star caliber have a lot of courage also. You can see their courage go away when they're playing against him. He emotionally and mentally destroys players at times, and you can see it happen.
4 years ago, I was going into places like Chicago and Los Angeles and saying, Larry Bird is the best player I've ever seen, and they were throwing things at me, as you might imagine. Sitting here today, I don't think there's any question that Larry Bird certainly deserves to be mentioned in the same breath, as does Magic Johnson, with Michael Jordan, but I think at this point in time, Michael is the best basketball player that I've ever seen perform.
What I want to tell fans is set your VCRs now, because once he goes, that's the only thing you're going to have is the memories and all the plays, all the joy that he gave us, because it won't be another one, that's for sure.